So we're back, a Dan and Ninko show episode. I don't know. It's been a couple weeks. Dan went to Disney World, had a great time down there. It was 100 degrees, had to keep his mask on, couldn't even eat. You know, they'd kick him right out. I got little Dan here. Hey, keeping it awesome. Yeah, these are cool. This one's going in. This one's going right here. He's our mascot, keeping it awesome. So we are gonna cover the draft. Draft was Thursday. Big news. We got a quarterback that can throw accurately. Are you kidding me? Somebody that can actually throw. And, you know, if he fell off a boat, he'd hit water.
What, Mac Jones or Cam Newton?
Well, Cam Newton, if he fell off a boat, it's a dry dock somewhere because he wouldn't hit water.
Be fine. Cam Newton's going to start quarterback this year.
That's all.
The whole year.
Nope. No.
Game, unless he gets hurt.
Dude, the second Mac Jones does a 7-on-7 and throws a rope for a seam route and just hits the guy perfectly in stride.
Brady was doing that when Bledsoe was there, and they still started Bledsoe.
Are you comparing Cam Newton to Bledsoe?
No, I'm just saying, though, he likes to... Bill Belichick's not going to start a rookie quarterback.
There's no chance. There's no chance. Mac, did you see Mac Jones walk to the podium? Did you see how he walks? He seems like one of those guys.
Did you see the split screen with him and the Joker and Heath Ledger?
Oh, yeah, the way that I'm telling you, he walks like a psychopath. He might have a small room in a basement somewhere where he's tinkering and he's doing, something where you're like, this guy's not right.
He was determined.
He is a little tapped, and I love that about him. I'm hearing these stories that the kid yells at people on scout team, yells at playing pickup game of basketball, like screaming at the ref.
Who does that remind you of?
Tom Brady. So I think that he's going to be starting quarterback because, look, they're going to open up the playbook to him. They're going to open the playbook up to him, to Mac Jones. Mac Jones is a very intelligent football player. He's going to master the playbook instantly. They're going to be able to put whatever they need to put in. He's going to just be on it. So I think
he
the
starts
best way. Yes,
the best way to get a guy ready to go.
And G was going to be the quarterback.
I did. That didn't happen. But I'm okay with this move.
Now they're gonna start Cam. It's just that's what it's gonna be. He's not gonna start.
The second Cam goes out there and
rookie running back
overthrows somebody and freaking throws a couple picks. This year alone, they have the sixth easiest schedule. They have the sixth easiest schedule. So basically, in my eyes, they have 6 games this season that are must wins. You got to beat the Buffalo Bills. You got to beat them twice. You got to beat the Dolphins twice. And you got to beat the Jets twice. The Jets have improved drastically. They have improved. They had one of the best drafts of anybody this year.
No, stop. No.
Yes, they have. Yes.
No, stop.
They got the quarterback.
They got a kid from High School Musical.
It doesn't matter what you look. Don't judge a book by its cover now.
I'm going to.
Don't judge a book by its cover. You take a picture. Why is Mac Jones at 15? Because you take a picture with his shirt off and he looks like a plumber?
But the thing is, though, is if...
No offense, plumbers.
If Sam Darnold was in this draft, you would have taken Sam Darnold over High School Musical.
I don't know about that.
100%.
I don't know about that.
100%. The Jets made the worst move in the world trading Sam Darnold.
I think that getting away from that guy probably helps them turn the page, being a new staff, being a new culture. They gotta move on. They gotta start with a young, fresh person.
Use those picks because they're not just a quarterback away. They're not 2 first-round picks away.
You never know. I look swollen. I was sleeping hard today. Wake up, Rob. Look at me. I look rough. Put my Mac truck hat on. I made this hat with.
It's not. You're gonna beat the Jets. I'm not even looking like. Yes, those are must wins, but you're gonna beat the Jets.
Dude, the Jets. Every time they play the Patriots, it's a hard-fought football game because it's the Jets. They don't like us. We don't like them. We get it.
There's 4 must wins. You have to beat the Dolphins twice. You have to beat the Bills twice. There's another must-win game though. There's one other one.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be. Who's got season tickets? Because that's going to be the highest priced game in the history of Patriot tickets.
I already have so many people that keep asking to go.
It's gonna be insane.
Nope, I'm waiting till the day before.
You should sell them all. No, you should sell them all.
I don't know. You probably can sell a box for $200,000
easily. Go get yourself a freaking Urus or something nice. We'll watch it on TV. Have a freaking cocktail. Got nothing to worry about. hey, have the box. How much? 200? Perfect. Go enjoy it.
Yeah, but what would it be too if it was Mac Jones versus Brady in that game?
That's what it's gonna be.
It's not going to be though.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. But on the Mac Jones thing, what do you think of the pick? You think
I like the pick. I think that he slid. I thought in my whole pre-draft analysis that they're going to have to move up to get a quarterback. So I thought move up, get a quarterback, get an athletic quarterback. I thought that he was going to be gone at 3. So I was like, I didn't think he was going to even be there for them to move up in the draft. I'm surprised that the kid from South Dakota State or whatever went 3 to the 49ers. I thought Mac Jones was going to go there to the 49ers. They went with an athletic quarterback from a small school.
49ers, but
Yeah.
Trey Lance has the biggest upside of everybody, right? He could end up being that, like,
He could be a big transcendent guy, or he could be a bust.
could be Jamarcus Russell.
That's it.
I mean, he could be really nothing. So Mac Jones was this. I think Mac Jones, Trevor Lawrence are the safest quarterback picks that you could have made.
Yeah.
It's a big deal that they didn't have to trade up to get Mac Jones.
The two best picks that the Patriots made were their second and their third round pick, with Christian Barmore, and then they got Ronnie Perkins. Ronnie Perkins, I think he's going to be a hell of a football player.
He's a better pick there. It's the running back they got from Oklahoma, the 4th round pick. I mean, he's
Stevenson.
Yeah, but he picks up the blitz well. You know, he's that big bruising back. He's what they need.
He's 5'11", 230. He's a big boy.
Yeah, they didn't pick up Sonny Michel's 5th-year option.
Yeah, well, Sony, who's got a little knee issue, it's probably going to catch up to him at some point. But then the 6th, their later round, I like their 5th round pick, the kid from Michigan, inside linebacker. I like. Yeah, you like that?
Trey Nix, yeah. I mean, he's a good player. I mean, he fits this
7th round, 242 overall.
7th round pick that ended up being a good slot receiver.
Maybe, yeah, true. No, I like all their picks. I'm just, I like everything that they did. I think they had an A+ draft, honestly. You go Mac Jones, he falls to 15. You don't lose any equity in having to move up.
That's the biggest thing with Mac Jones.
They did move up in the 2nd round for Christian. Yeah, which, this kid's supposedly.
He was a 1st-round talent. I mean, he's the first. That's the first defensive tackle taken in the draft. I mean, how often does that happen that you go to the 2nd round before a tackle's taken? I mean, especially a guy too that. Yeah, I get he only played like 50-60% of the snaps and all that, but
Yeah.
I mean he'll situation in there. He's got a good place to be at, right? You got some good linemen now, and he'll kind of grow from underneath them. Same thing with Perkins, good linebackers now. He'll grow from underneath them and everything.
Yeah.
I think they did a great job in the draft. The Mac Jones thing is that people are forgetting too is they got Mac Jones, but everybody said if they were going to get a quarterback, one of those top 5 guys, they'd have to give up 2 first-round picks.
What do you get, like 16 guaranteed?
15.8.
15.
Hey, Mac Jones, I got a house for sale. If you want my house, it's in Foxborough. You can see the stadium, huh? Interesting.
You could do your walk. You could do a walk from the stadium right there.
Walk right to the stadium.
He could do his fast walking. He could do his quick walk.
But you see what he said to Roger Goodell?
What'd he say? This is where I wanted to go?
I wanted to go.
I mean, well, the thing is he was, like, he is mentally strong enough because he was under Saban to deal with the pressure of, like, when you're in Alabama, I think of all college programs, Alabama is probably the most similar to the Patriots when it comes to coaching style, number one, of your head coach, but then also just expectations. Every single year they're expected to get to the national championship. Yeah, they're expected to be there. If you don't get there, it's a failed season. So, like, he comes to a program here where you're expected to get to a Super Bowl. That's literally the minimum. Super Bowl or it's a shitty year. So, last year for them to not even get into the playoffs, that was like probably. I'd always said this in the past. I said I never wanted to be the team. I never wanted to be on the team that was the first team that not do it. Because everything's under the microscope. We saw that last year. Everything was crazy under the microscope.
Get rid of Belichick.
All these stupid people out there. Fair weather. So you'll see, Mac Jones, they're back.
What about your boy Ernie Adams retiring?
That was surprising for him to retire right now. Hopefully, everything's good because it's just an odd time to step away. You think you get through the draft and you do all that stuff and then you just retire. Like usually if you did that, you put in the time, you want to see all your picks how they work out, get through the season. After the season, I'm good. I'm retiring. Thank you for everything.
But like they have the next Ernie Adams now on the team already.
Do they?
Matt Patricia.
I guess, but
He signed a bunch of the contracts this year. He's negotiating. He's scouting. He's no longer really a coach, but Ernie Adams had the direct line to Belichick and everything.
So Bill's gonna have the direct line. Throw the flag, Bill.
Yeah, hopefully Patricia can read those. He can throw the flag correctly on the instant replay.
Throw the flag, Bill. Throw the flag. He just beats the phone. Yeah. All right, you're fired after this draft. Bang.
What if that's what happened? Remember that there was one last season.
Oh no, there wasn't one last season. It was like a clear catch too. You're like, that's a catch. The replay booth's like, I don't know why the hell they're reviewing that one. It's a first down and it's a purely caught ball right there, right in front of you. I don't think you even need to slow this one down, guys. That's a catch.
So you really think though that Mac Jones is going to start?
yeah,
Week 1.
yep.
Week 1, right out of the gate. Mac Jones season.
This isn't last year. I mean, they're gonna have like an off season. It's gonna be practice like usual.
I don't. But that's not 100%.
Where's Cam's video? One finger, one pinky, one thumb. I'm cool. Is there? I'm a backup. One pinky, one finger, one thumb. I'm cool. I'll hold that clipboard. For $5 million, I'll hold a clipboard. If I'm him and I'm gonna be a backup, I'd probably just be like, let me get the deuces here because I want to go play.
It's more to him though because this is his last shot. If he can't prove that he can play right now,
I just want to know, how can he improve from not being able to throw the ball accurately?
he had no weapons last year.
Doesn't matter. The weapons that were open.
Go now though to like real great weapons.
Yeah, but I'm saying when the guys were open that weren't great weapons were open, some of the passes were errant. There was a lot of open missed throws, a lot at the feet, overthrows, interceptions. What about the fumbles? All that stuff. Like, that's just bad football.
Yeah. No,
like the 49ers game where he just threw it to the inside linebacker. Like, that's all stuff that the guy's open.
But the thing though is that if Belichick didn't believe in him, the first off they wouldn't have re-signed him, and he kept going back into it.
Belichick figured, I can sign this guy for $5 million, and I'm going into the draft with the number 15 overall. Like, what's the backup making? What's Andy Dalton making? 11, 10 million bucks to be the backup behind Justin Fields.
But he was supposed to be when they signed him,
supposed to be
starter.
Well,
Was Cam supposed to be the starter when they signed him too? Yeah. So you signed him for $5 million.
Because he still had Stidham there at the Battleman camp.
I mean, they didn't even put Stidham. They only put Stidham in the fourth quarters of the games that were way out of hand. So it's like they didn't even give him a chance to play in the regular season when obviously there was no hope for the season.
22.
Put him in there, just getting killed. Like,
it is a different offense though this year. I mean,
I think the defense is going to be really good. Like, think about all the weapons and all the pieces that they have. They got Kyle back. You're going to have High back. You're going to have McCourty, not the twins, obviously. Maybe they bring Jay back. I think Jay comes back.
Draft a corner.
I think he'll come back. If I was him, I'd just be like, yeah, I'll come back when training camp's here. I'm here. I'm in shape. I'm just like Devin, the same genetics, like not any slower, like the same person. I'm a carbon copy. The egg split, like we're the same thing, So
no, I think the defense is going to be unbelievable because they added all the right pieces.
You got Judon, you got the kid from the Jets, Anderson, who I think is going to be a beast. They got so many freaking.
The other tackle from Miami too.
Yeah,
the tackle from Miami. You got this rookie from Alabama.
You got Jalen Mills.
You still got Lawrence. Dude, they're going to be insane.
They're going to be a good team.
They're going to be really good. But that's all on paper now. It comes down to doing it.
What happens now to the edge guys who were drafted 2 years ago now, where now you have Kyle, Judon, the kid from Oklahoma, he just drafted Perkins. What does that say?
It's a competition.
What does that say, though?
Well,
every single year, every single year it's an evaluation of what's on your roster. And last year, obviously, he was very poor.
Spent some high picks though.
They don't care. Bill doesn't care. I mean, he's cut second rounders, he's cut third rounders, fourth rounders, trades. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, Bill wants to bring in as much talent as possible. If he has a room, if it was a room full of, Von Miller, Chandler Jones, J.J. Watt, like, he would love that. He would love it because you got guys that are like competing and you're not comfortable. He wants people to be uncomfortable. The worst thing that you can be as a player is comfortable. You start to get comfortable, just like in business. You get comfortable and you relax. That's when somebody gets you,
Just jump up and grab it.
That's it.
Yeah. I still don't see Mac Jones starting though.
Can I use that for like voodoo? Use that doll? Just put a pin in it and be like, my side. I'm going to bring it to New Orleans with me. And they're going to do some voodoo shit on
They
it.
go to New Orleans.
I think June. Yeah, we're going to go down there and see the family. It's been way too long.
You gonna do like 3 months?
No, not 3 months. Well, we got a house. We got a house to move into, so.
When's that? July?
July. Yeah. So
So a month.
it's
No, not a month. We just got to do like a week. Just got to do a week, and then I got a lot of stuff to do. Mac Jones, house is nice, bro. It's got a nice interior. It's real nice. It's done up real nice.
Make it nice, like, I don't know.
I'll put an Alabama sticker on that damn floor for you.
Yeah, no, put like a little closet, put some,
Alabama, sir.
you can put some like plastic on the walls and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, because he's Dexter. 'Cause Dexter walking in. You like Phil Collins? Yeah. American Psycho. Does anyone know that movie?
That walk was serious.
great one. Great movie.
What do you think? What do you think about a lot of the rhetoric now that they're saying that Kraft forced Belichick to draft Mac Jones?
No, I don't believe in that one.
I think Mac Jones was Belichick's. I think that was his pick all along. I think that's who he went after the whole time.
Yeah, no, he called up Saban.
He's like,
That's the only pro day he went to. Was
Yeah. Hey, Nick, where we at with quarterback? Well, hey, Bill. Yeah, he's a real good player. Listen here, he's a good coachable player, and he'll be a great pick for you at 15. I'll make sure of it.
yeah. All right.
he'll fail all the other interviews.
Yeah.
No, but I think all the talk of the Patriots, before the draft, Patriots were calling teams about trading up and all that. I think Bill was just trying to find out like who was going to be trading the picks to kind of figure out that that Mac was going to fall all the way down to him at 15.
I mean, I was watching the draft, and I'm like, there's no way it's going to happen. Like, there's no way it's going to happen. And then, like, Patriots at 15, I'm like, he's there. There it is.
But that was a quick pick, though, like because
Well, they knew.
they won the clock, and it was
just cool.
right away.
Because they were probably waiting. They were probably sitting there, and they're probably like, okay, who's looking at the teams that were in front of them? Who needs a quarterback? Are they going to pick one? There's a few teams that weren't going to pick a quarterback. So they probably didn't have to be on the clock. They're just like, oh, Art, put it in. Done.
Oh, you still had Fields.
Did you see this is great. Did you see Mac Jones' parents?
Yeah.
Did you see his parents? Yeah. His dad looks just like from Tommy Boy. Yeah. The auto sales Callahan Auto. No, that's Dan Aykroyd.
No,
it's Big Tom. It's Big Tom. Big Tom Callahan, right? Yeah. Callahan Auto. And he looked just like him. I posted it on my Instagram. It was hilarious. He looked literally. He's got the white hair. He looked maybe
Big Tom Callahan.
Big Tom Callahan right there. Can't wait to see him.
That's 100% what it looked like too. You're like dead on with that. But what do you think about all the people talking about Mac Jones of, that he had the easiest time, for a season because they had all that talent around them.
I think what's more impressive is like as a freshman to a senior, think about like the amount of talent, that was in a room with him that he constantly had to be on his game constantly. Because when you go to Alabama, you go in the quarterback room, there's 5 guys, 6 guys in that room that were the best 5-star, best players in the country, hands down. Like, they don't go to Alabama to be like, oh, I'll just go to Alabama and, maybe I'll be a backup. Hell no. They're going to Alabama as the best players in their states. In the history of their high schools, probably. They go to Alabama. They're looking to start, and everybody that was there was starters, and they went out, got drafted first round. He finally worked his way up, had an opportunity his senior year, and made the best of it. Think about it. Last year he's behind Tua. Tua gets hurt, and he comes out there and just drops dimes. Just starts. He had a rough go. I think what game was that where Tua got hurt? He threw a pick, I think his first throw, and then after that he just was on fire. Yeah. So it's like to have that like resilience, like being resilient and having that in you to.
Well, he was also behind Jalen Hurts too for a while.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like you have to have a certain like mental toughness to be able to be in a room with those guys that are really good, that are starting over you, and still have that want. I'm gonna keep going here. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna make it eventually. Then his senior year he gets that chance, first round pick.
Yes, they had more talent than a lot of the teams, but don't act. My thing is, don't act like in the SEC like there's all these slouch teams there and everything. I mean, a lot of those SEC teams could beat like the Jets and the Jaguars and stuff like that. Not just Alabama. I mean, you still have to. They got.
Like, yeah, they had some serious talent in the receiving core, but you like my mask? Sorry.
The zebra print.
This page is. It's all right. We share masks. If we share the same bed, you could share the same mask. It's all good.
Is it like zebra print or is it?
I don't know. Panther? I like the zebra. No, this is not zebra or cow. This is cheetah. It's cheetah print.
What cheetah has white and black?
It's a altered cheetah. It's a genetically modified cheetah. Anyway, so back to
that stops COVID though.
This thin piece of cloth does, yes, and so does vitamin C, hypothetically, and zinc. What's that?
And electrolytes.
And water, a lot of water prevents sunburn. Tom, right? No sunburn there. I want to see Tom on a beach for 6 hours in the baking in Aruba, and I just want to see no SPF. I want to see him on a chair. I'll literally feed you gallons of water. I want to see if you don't burn. If you don't burn. I mean, you could dip me in shit and roll me in breadcrumbs. Like, I'll be fucking mind blown, right? But
it doesn't work. There's no fucking way.
There's no way. Anyway, back to the Mac Jones. Yeah, I mean, who does that? Oh, it's Cinco de Mayo. I can't believe it.
Got the margaritas.
Oh, you didn't bring anything either. Where's your freaking hat? Where's your big hat?
You could have brought the margarita stuff that you get, and you didn't.
I know.
Missed it.
I'm sad.
How old are these?
Why do you have a warm Guinness?
Foreign extra stout.
Or some Natty Lights.
I can't even open it because we're old. I don't want that. It's warm. It's gross. These need to be cold. We're responsible in this episode. I gotta go look for lighting after this.
You want Restoration Hardware?
No.
They really. Excuse me, sir. Assume the position. Yeah. They get you. I don't know. There's some place in Taunton.
Probably the same thing.
No, I don't know. Taunton? Come on, Taunton. No, I don't think so. I'm looking for deals here. Going Craigslist, look for lighting.
You go to Home Depot. What do you got on sale?
What do we got? I'm gonna go to the clearance aisle. Stuff that was returned.
You do realize that the pricing is like on all that stuff is like dramatically higher.
On lights?
It's on everything.
Are you sure?
A sheet of plywood is $100.
Well, I don't need plywood. I just need a light.
But it's everything. It's everything. Everything construction-wise is huge.
What about flooring that's already there?
I think it's everything is just.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks. I hate that.
Everything. Every single price of pretty much everything that's out there is 30, 50, 60% higher, 70% higher. Everything.
I don't like that at all.
I'm saying gas right now.
Well, it's going to be $10 a gallon. So get ready for $10 a gallon. If you don't have, you're going to have to use your. Never mind. $10 a gallon. Have fun with that one.
No, but everything's way up. Like we looked at windows the other day, and the guy literally told me, he's like, "Listen, you'll pay 60% more. It's going to take 6 months for them to come in."
That's crazy.
Or just wait like 4 months, and then by then all the crazy.
How about paint? Do you think paint is high?
Everything's high. Everything is.
That's stupid.
Everything you're gonna go buy is extremely high. You go to like a Home Depot and stuff like that. Like the shelves don't have as much stuff on them anymore, and
Yeah, because they don't want to buy it to stock everything.
no, it's because you can't get it. Like nothing comes in anymore, like in any type of timely manner.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get a microchip anymore. As long as
Can't build cars anymore.
it's bad, and it's gonna get real bad
It's gonna get worse. On the cars or just on everything?
on cars. Like it's gonna be horrifying.
Wow.
I think by middle to end of June, most new car dealers they'll have 20% of what they normally have in inventory, 10%.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're telling me that the guaranteed 2021 LT3 Z51 Corvette convertible that I have coming might be worth more than what I get what I paid for it?
It's tough because that market dies every day.
How does that market die?
Well, because there's 80-year-olds.
That's no. That C8 is not 80-year-old men. That's 37-year-olds. That's tech guys. You get that new yes, that's Bitcoin. That's Dogcoin people. They've always loved it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Tech people would buy Teslas because they can press their horn and it's a fart noise. Or they can say open bunghole and the fuel filter pops open. That's what they do. You don't buy Corvettes. It's gonna be awesome though. That first time you bring it somewhere into a technician and they don't really know how to lift one. There's been a bunch that have just snapped
off.
in half. No, they snap in half.
Yeah, because they fall off the lift because of the.
No, because the lift points are different. So they people don't pay attention. They just throw it they normally would run a Corvette. But the lift points are all different. So the car is literally just bend in half.
I would not.
What would you do if you're?
Well, if it was at a dealer and they did it, I'd say, you guys have a hot press somewhere with a nice check that'll come out with the full total that I paid for this car, because I'm not waiting for another one. It's either
Car delayed?
No, it's not. It's gonna be here by June.
The chips.
They must have a chip for Ninko somewhere. They have a stored chip for me. They can find chips. Yep.
They're actually saying cell phones and all that are gonna go up in price.
Everything's gonna go up in price because they're gonna bend us all over. The stupid buyer is gonna get just destroyed, and people don't realize that when taxes go up, they just put all that stuff into what you're buying, so they get their money back. So, or they'll just fire people. Be like, oh,
We're gonna raise business taxes,
Yes.
but the prices are
gonna go up. Or they just say, okay, if we have to pay more out of our pockets, we'll just cut 100 employees out of what we're paying and raise the price. So we'll make double money. We won't pay anybody and we'll make money on the products.
That's 100%.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Everything's going up in price.
And inflation, our dollar's going to be worth nothing. So
It's like real estate right now.
Real estate's crazy.
Yeah, you put your house on the market now, and it doesn't matter what you put it on for, because you used to be able to put it, you'd put a house on the market, and then somebody would go, okay, I'll offer you 10% off of your asking price. You say, okay. Now I put my house on the market, and I get 50 offers at 10 grand over, 20 grand over.
Well, that's the reason that's one of the reasons why I was thinking that this was, it's not the best time to buy something, but it's a great time to sell something. So it kind of, works its way out to where if you sell it,
Buying and selling, it's even.
it's like you're selling high, but you're buying high, but it depends on the price points of where you're at, where you're buying.
Yeah, people that benefit in this market is somebody that's downsizing their house, so they're going to sell their house for all the money, and they just say, I'm not going to buy anything right now. I'm just going to go I'm going to retire and go live in a hotel for a few months, or go rent a condo somewhere.
Or if you have two homes, you can just sell one and then just go to one, which a lot of people are doing that too. They're just like, all right, I'm going to sell this and I'll just wait it out. Or if you have rental properties, say you have 5 rental homes and you're renting them, you're like, screw it, I'll sell 2 of these houses and make buku money.
Just wait it out, and then
because everything's going to come down. If interest rates start, the market was down yesterday because they said that the interest rates were going to start climbing back up. So people panic a little bit.
they climb back up. It's still you're at an all-time low, and then you start climbing, you're still low. Yes, you go up, but what's the difference between 2.5% and 2.75%? Doesn't stop somebody from going to buy a house. it would have to go from like 2.5% to like 5%.
Yeah, well, they used to be like when my parents were in the 80s, they were like, it was like 12%.
Yeah.
Jeez. No, thank you.
Imagine that, you'd freak out, huh?
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, you would.
Nope.
I'd say nope. Well, if I was an iron worker, I would. No offense. Dad.
It counts interest rates though, were through the roof then though too.
Yeah.
Like you got like 10% on your savings account. Now
True.
you get like,
Mountain Dew, do the do.
yeah, I gotta wake up.
It's good for you.
I think it's probably time to take a break.
Let's take a break. We'll be back. What episode is this? All right, bye. See ya. Be back. So we're back, the Dan and Inko Show. We just talked about the draft and all the talent that I feel that the Patriots have brought in.
What do you think their record's gonna be this year? Remember the 17?
I said that they would be 8-9 with Cam. Now,
Stop!
Now,
Stop!
I think they're gonna be. Now I think they're gonna be. This is so weird to do it with 17 games now. I think they're gonna win.
Do you want me to tell you the schedule?
I think they're gonna be 13-4.
That's the record I was thinking.
13-4
With Cam.
with Mac as your starting quarterback. 13-4. They're gonna get back to the old school ways of defense, running the football, pound the football down your throat.
Outside of the AFC East, these are their games. They're at Atlanta, at
Win.
Carolina,
win,
at Houston,
win.
at the Colts. A tough
That
game.
could be a lose.
At the Chargers.
Could be a loss at Chargers. That's far. That's 2.
Jacksonville at home.
Win,
Tennessee at home. Win.
win,
New Orleans at home. Win.
win.
Tampa at home. Win.
Could be a loss.
Tampa's returning all 22 starters, which is very rare.
Cleveland at home.
Could be a loss.
Dallas at home.
Could be a loss. It could be 4 to 5 losses there.
Yeah, I think they lose 4 games. I think they'll lose like, I think they'll lose one of the Buffalo games. They'll probably lose a Miami game just because they always play them well, and then they'll lose like a combination of like a weird game like the Colts or the Chargers, and then like Cleveland or Dallas or something like that. Like, I think there's 13 wins. 13 wins, you make the playoffs, and I think you actually have a decent, because they're going to be built for the playoffs.
You're telling me you have a decent chance to win and get to the Super Bowl with Cam Newton as your quarterback?
Yeah.
Is there cocaine or crack in that Mountain Dew?
He went 7-9 with nobody.
And he lost the majority of the game. They could have been 10 and they could have been 10-6 if he didn't lose the football games.
Yeah. Or if he didn't have COVID.
Come on, COVID, the brain fog.
Yeah, COVID fog.
Okay.
I mean, what if the CTE is better this year than last
I
year?
don't know. It's progressive. Just remember that.
Nah, I mean, you gotta assume, right? They're gonna win 2 to 3 or 4 more games just because of their defense. They couldn't stop anything last year.
No, they're gonna be better. They're gonna be better, but they need Mac Jones to be their
They
quarterback.
have 240 rushing yards to Miami.
They need to have Mac Jones. I'm telling you, Mac Jones. He's going to be the savior. He's going to come in. He's going to be the next guy.
Is he gonna be the next Brady?
No, you can't say that. That's like impossible.
Does Mac Jones win any Super Bowls with the Patriots?
Yeah.
How many?
1 or 2, maybe 1. It's really hard to say that too. It's hard to do that, but freaking Dan Marino doesn't have a damn Super Bowl. But he was a freaking beast.
Will you be a supporter of Mac 10 or something like that, whatever he calls himself, instead of TB12 like Mac 10?
I'll be more of a TB12 supporter than a Mac 10 hasn't done shit for me.
What if they do?
He's not helping me win a Super Bowl.
Nice pajamas.
He sends me pajamas? Buys my house? I'll be a big supporter, yeah. Do whatever he needs. Yeah.
You should be able to sell that house pretty quick to a player, though.
I mean,
There's a house, 2 houses down sold in 1 day, so I think it'll be okay.
To a player?
No, I don't know who, yeah, just to...
to
I mean, you think a player would want to go there just because it's...
I mean, it's really close.
Yeah, it's just easy to get to.
Yeah, but we'll see.
You excited for the new house?
Yeah. Yeah, it's exciting.
It's like a puberty.
Yeah.
No, it's exciting. You're like, it's unknown of like, wow. I don't know. We'll see.
Is your like when you have to go sign the paperwork on it? Is like your
I'd be shaky. I'll be thinking of like a Ferrari or a Lambo or something.
like your wife's just gonna have to just like start screaming, sign it. You gonna try to like negotiate
Probably-
it?
She'll probably be like, yeah, I own half of your shit anyway, so I'll just sign it.
You're gonna say it like the closing, like, hey, I'll give you $5,000 less.
They'll probably say, go take a walk, dude. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We got to go see family. We got to get a lot of shit done in the meantime. So it'll be nice and stressful. It'll be nice and stressful, yeah. Come help me pack? We go, no. I can't believe we don't have a freaking margarita. It's Cinco de Mayo. And we don't have a margarita. And we usually have beers and stuff.
That's part of your thing. You're supposed to be bringing that in.
I
I totally dropped the ball on that one. I Wes Welkered that.
Could have brought a Corona in. Could have brought in.
Corona's. You think Corona's stock has gone down since Corona? You think it's a negative impact on their branding?
Corona.
Didn't you know alcohol sales like skyrocket during the pandemic?
How about Corona though?
I think they went up.
Grab the phone. Hey, did you see that article on the Buick?
Yeah,
69.
that's pretty cool.
So
What do you think of a 63 Impala? Did we ever talk about this, or was this off camera?
It was off camera.
63, 64 Impala might look like an old man car, but what if you did a roadster shop chassis with a built LS LT5 with like 800 horse in there? What do you think of that? Or a C8 Corvette. What do you think of that?
I mean, or you could take like the $250,000 you're gonna put in the roadster chassis and everything.
You think it'd be 250? You think it'd be 250?
By the time you buy the car and all that stuff, yeah.
it's a lot of money.
Yeah, I know. But that's what you keep looking at, though. You keep looking at $200,000 cars.
I can't buy a $200,000 car.
Yes, you can.
I mean, I can, but I choose not to.
But the thing is, though, is that you keep looking at old man cars.
I like old man cars. I'm an old soul, I guess.
Yeah, you gonna put like curb feelers on it.
Those are great. It was when I was a kid. Like my neighbor had them. The wires. Those are so insane. So that would just scrape when you knew you were close. Like
So instead of you hearing your rim scrape the curb, you would hear the thing.
Yeah,
scrape
but
it.
those disappeared. I'm gonna bring them back. I'm gonna put them on Paige's car. Which Paige called me the other day, and she's like, "Rob, I ran over like a rock." I'm like, "Oh, like how big of a rock?" She's like, "It's pretty big. It like stopped the car." I said, "It stopped the car." She's like, "Yeah, I didn't see it." I said, "Oh shit." So we're gonna have to fix some damage.
Well, was it like a wall?
no, it was like a
Boulder?
big.
Boulder, but they put them. It was in the parking lot of I don't know, some freaking place. They put big rocks in between, like, you park and they put like a row of something in between, so you just can't. Yeah, it was like an island, but it was just it's just a parking lot with like gravel, and they put big ass stones everywhere to, like, I guess, segregate where cars should go. So she didn't see it, and just.
How bad is it?
You'll see it. It's outside. I mean, she like hit it the front, and then it like hit the rim. So I mean, it needs a repainted front bumper and new rim. It's okay, Paige. I forgive you. No big deal. No big deal. But the thing is, April Fools, like April 1st, like every year, she'll be like, "Babe, I was at Target and this old lady backed into me, and it's not too bad, but we're gonna have to get the car fixed." And I'll be like, "It's okay. It's okay. We'll get it fixed. No big deal." Deep down inside, I'm like boiling, and she'll be like, "I'm kidding. I'm just joking." But then for this one, I was like, "Oh, it's okay. No big deal. We'll get it fixed." But in my head, I'm thinking, she's going to say it was a joke. Like, she's just trying to get me going. And then I said, like, "Are you serious?" She's like, Yeah, I did." I'm like, "Really? Or is this like a, hey, like, I'm joking?" She's like, "No, I did." I'm like, "Okay." That'll be like the fourth time that front bumper is being repaired. Once it was my fault, though.
Oh, you damaged something?
Oh yeah.
In her car, so Ruby, my Mastiff at the time, was coming back from the vet, had surgery. So this big ass 200-pound dog was like, head was literally on the console, and we were in stop and go traffic. And I turned to be like, "Hey, are you okay?" Because she had like surgery on her paw, and I like went to go pet her, and boom, and I hit a electric truck. You know how like electric trucks have like that? It looks like a clamshell like ball, hook where it like can clamp onto something. Yeah. I hit that thing, and it hit like the sensor on the Denali, like the front sensor. There's a sensor for like cross traffic alert and all that. So it literally hit the sensor and like put a hole directly into the bumper. It was like $5,000 to fix that because it hit the sensor.
Big money.
Yeah.
The sensors.
I was like,
my bad. I did it. All on me.
But bothered me.
And then you said 4 other times?
Yeah, then Paige was waving at the UPS driver and hit my truck. She backed into my truck, so it damaged my truck and her car.
That must have been good.
Then it hit the tailgate too, so it hit the back corner of the bumper, and then it hit the tailgate. So that was the rear bumper, and the rear hatch had to be redone.
That must have been that. You must have been happy with that one, huh?
That one got me because it was a 2-for-1. It's not like you hit somebody that's like mine and yours in the driveway.
So where did?
Hi.
Were you home?
Yeah.
Would you come right out?
No, she came right back in. I said, why are you back? She's like, I backed into your truck. I said, it was right behind you. She's like, yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I was waving to the UPS driver. I said, oh, doesn't it have sensors?
Did you go outside and just freak out?
No, I was.
Yeah, you did.
I was just disappointed.
I'll never forget when I got the text from you with your expel guy or whatever.
I dented my freaking car out. Yeah, I didn't want it. So we got the Dan O'Brien wide body Hellcat that I did pick up here, which was a lovely and probably my favorite car that I do have. Besides the Buick, I had it expelled, and the guy must have like laid on the whole damn car to get the expel on. I just found another one on the roof, but I got it fixed already. And there was dents, like elbow dents or like weight dents all over the thing. So I didn't want it anymore. I wanted to sell it, but I got it all fixed.
They fixed
I
it.
knock you off the ledge. They can just pull it out nice and easy.
See
Like, hey, look at the wall.
Paintless dent. It's gonna be rippled. It's gonna be all messed up.
It looked perfect, right?
It did. Yeah, looks good. It's my best car out there, hands down, until the C8 comes. I don't know if I want the C8 though. I don't know if I want to be, and this has nothing to do with Corvettes. Like, I just know that right now is a hot time. You can get that car and you can make like 10 to 15, maybe 20. I saw Meekum had a 2021 Vet, and especially if you say this like chip thing is crazy and I get that car in June, like a 21 brand new, only one color. That's the only 2021 convertible with the silver and it's like a dark red interior. No, yeah, it's like a Merlot. It's not red like bright like this. It's like a burgundy, which it's gonna look sick. So it's gonna be really hard for me to just be like, no, I don't want it. Because the dealer said, if you don't want it, let me know, because he's gonna put it on his lot for probably $130, $125 easy.
You gonna get like a handicap placard with it?
That's not true. That is not true. I don't like that Corvette negative attitude on a Corvette. Okay, all because you think that they're for old men.
They are.
I go down the road all the time with my wife, and I say, Paige, what color is his hair? Corvette coming through. There might be an occasional white.
No, because they dye it.
No, they dye it. Oh, it's that just a touch of gray.
Yeah, 100%.
Look at you, you're gray. You're younger than me.
Yeah, but that's facial hair though.
I'm getting a little gray too.
I do.
But it comes in like fast.
It's coming fast. It's the stress of just.
The stress of retirement.
I'm not retired. I'm not retired.
I don't want to.
Tired. No, I'm not retired.
What are you talking about? You're not retired.
I do other things.
Like what?
I do this awesome podcast. I work ESPN.
12 minutes.
2 hours, a week. But then I still got to prep.
No, but of actually doing something on it.
Yeah, it's like a full. I don't know. I'd have to.
What prep work do you actually do?
But I do more work in the season.
What is it? Go to like 45 minutes?
No, I have to get down to the studio. I do all that stuff.
No, you don't.
Well, that was this year. It was different. COVID, it changed things. I got the dealership in New Hampshire. I got to get up there.
You went there 3 times.
Well, I got to go. Well, COVID, it changes everything. COVID, it's changed the trajectory.
In Berlin, New Hampshire, COVID doesn't exist.
No, it does. We had to close the. We had to like be appointment only because there like 5 people got it. Yeah. Really? It went up to New Hampshire. I'm telling you.
I've been to New Hampshire.
I know Berlin. It had like a. It made it. It's made its rounds.
Oh, it went up there.
It went up there. Yeah, it went up there.
Good.
There were some runny noses and some coughing.
Good now though.
I think. I don't know. I haven't been up there.
You're not gonna go up.
I need to go up.
Okay, so we get that. So
Yeah.
we're at probably like an average of 3 hours a week.
Then I have parenting.
Yeah, but you just have that anyway.
No, I'm saying like, taking the kids to school, doing all that stuff. I know. I'm kidding. Well, I got some other things working, okay? Leave me alone. I got some other thing brewing. Other things. Ninko brew.
Ninko brew.
Maybe a Dan O'Brien Ninko combo dealership. Only muscle. We got to go electric though, because in like 10 years they won't allow us to sell cars with motors.
No.
But yet everyone will fly around in a jet plane that's closer to the freaking. It goes closer to the ozone and it spews out jet fuel. So stupid. Let's go all electric. Go in an electric plane.
Yeah, you won't go on an electric plane?
Yeah, you're going on an electric plane. Batteries are charged to go up there.
It'd be nice. No noise. No noise.
Well, it would make some type of noise. The air or the wind.
No, because they're aerodynamic.
They make noise.
I don't think so. But if you get like an electric car, you don't make any noise.
Well,
Let's just say that once all the 15% impact that vehicles have on the whole, pie chart of emissions, 15%. Once that's to zero, it's gonna change everything. Ships, trucks, semis, planes, freaking all this industry. We're talking about like roads. You want to build roads? You want to install charging stations in every gas station? You think they're going to use an electric Bobcat? Think they're going to use an electric backhoe? It's all diesel. Zzz.
The sun's up, we can go.
Yeah, Caterpillar. I mean, those are electric. EV Caterpillar. Nah.
Yeah, it'll boost the hydraulic lines fast, won't it?
what's that?
It'll boost the hydraulic lines
Yeah.
fast, right?
Yeah.
So it all makes sense, though. I'm going to build it all up with diesel.
They're talking now that some of the current architecture in most major cities is causing global warming too. So like you have to rip all that down and put up
yes.
You tear it down and then you rebuild with, because 40% of all emissions are building, progression, progress.
Yeah, so you have to rip it down.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. There's a few countries laughing right now, like, yeah, keep doing that.
The other thing too is like you look at a lot of other countries, and really like when you go to some other countries and there's just like plastic bags like all over the sides of the roads. And,
What?
Like
Garbage. Yeah. They have. I was in Tanzania. You know what they do? They burn all the plastic. No, they have burn piles. They have a guy with a freaking stick. He's stirring it up, just covered in plastic smell. I'm like, I was in this bus like this.
Well, if you had a zebra cheetah mask, you would have been okay. You could have wore that.
I was trying to inhale like particles through my clothing. Hopefully because every single vehicle was spewing out massive soot. I'm talking like the blackest soot in the world. No EPF, no DPF. It was all the vehicles from like the 60s and 70s over there, just and massive burn piles of plastic. They had a coffee bean field. They were churning the fields up. There must have been like a plastic bag in every like
10.
Every sip of coffee.
every like 10 inches. Every 10 inches of dirt, there was like plastic of bags and like in the soil. Like it was just all in there.
Yeah, it's in your coffee.
I'm like, oh.
They water that? They water that plastic?
Yeah, gross.
So that's why we're all gonna die of cancer.
Troubles in some of the stores with catalytic converters. People keep coming and stealing them at night,
Because they're full
full of like
of
platinum
mercury
and
and
all that stuff.
all that.
Precious metals. Which, let's not get into batteries. You know, we've already talked about, you know, where those come from. Those are perfectly environmentally safe. Yep. The lithium is
They grow new batteries.
the lithium is man-made, not from the earth. There's no massive mines of lithium where they clear cut thousands of acres of trees that filter carbon dioxide or emit oxygen for us all to lovely breathe.
It's like lithium production is dramatically rising, obviously.
Of course.
You know, with all these batteries.
And you know, they pay the 10-year-olds very nice wages, you know, to mine all the lithium.
The mine lithium.
Yeah.
It's in Chile and stuff. It's in like all these other countries.
Well, they might have to start, you know, to keep the emissions down. You might have to use a machine. You use hands.
Yes.
Yes, but you have to trim the nails because it might be troublesome if you have nails. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, I think wind is smart. Wind, you can make a lot of power. Solar makes sense.
Solar field across from my house now.
Which I don't think the solar fields cutting down trees to make solar doesn't really make sense to me either.
I don't know where it came from.
Like clear cut thousands of acres and put solar. Okay, that's really smart.
Like couple months ago, our house, we're on like a hill, and I was looking down, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And she's like, oh, I saw that like a couple weeks
Where
ago.
they cut all the
They
trees.
cut like all these trees, and there's literally like a solar field that's probably 25 acres,
Yeah.
30
just
acres.
all panels.
But it used to be trees, and it's just all panels now. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, that's great. Great for the earth.
Yeah,
Cut all the trees down.
yeah, just panels. I mean, it's
I'm thinking about like the current of the ocean. Like, couldn't they use the current with turbines or something to churn?
they do, I think.
I don't know. Well,
Just as long as my kids are good, that's all that matters. But
But kids,
it doesn't matter at that point. I won't know them.
you'll be in a Walgreens somewhere in your underwear.
I'll be naked somewhere, just running around and say, "Hey, that's Grandpa Ninko, and what's wrong with him?
He's on fire.
There's something wrong with him. You're not on fire, Grandpa.
He's like Ricky Bobby
Yeah,
running
yeah.
around the track.
yeah.
Grandpa, pull your pants up. What's wrong with Grandpa Ninkovich? He's played football too long, and it's progressive, guys. So it's not Rob Ninko.
So your kid's gonna play football?
I don't know. I think Wyatt would love to because he's nuts already at a year and a half, and he's thick. Like he's gonna be thick. Everett. I don't know. I don't know if Everett. Well, maybe if he wants to. I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
They're gonna be but are you gonna get overruled?
No.
If they want to play football, they can play football. I played 20 years. I played 11 in the National Football League. That's when you probably don't have the best of chances to be unscathed. You know what I'm saying? If you play high school football,
They say it's, well, I guess.
like there's no way like high school. I could think back to high school. It was easy as shit. It was the easiest thing in the world. It was the best in the state. It was just fun. You're just like, oh yeah, I'm throwing these. I never had one. I didn't even have one in college. I don't even remember hitting people hard in high school. Like I just was bigger and faster. So it was just like, get out of my way. I don't know. Not in college. College, we ran a scheme where it was perfect for me. It was just avoid everything. Just run around people. Like, okay. Yeah. Just get to the football and avoid everybody. I was like, oh, that's easy. Like, you don't want me to hit that guy? Perfect. I could go get the ball.
And then how long did it take you in the NFL before you got the first concussion?
I don't remember. No, it's not so much it's not so much a concussion. I mean, I only had like maybe one or two like documented like it's not that. I don't know. Like nobody knows what a concussion is.
Is it a bell ring? Is
Yeah,
it,
bell ring's concussion technically.
I mean, I don't know.
Then you've had a ton, right?
Probably 1 million. I don't know. 1,000, 2,000. I don't know. What's a bell ring?
What's the first one you remember that was bad?
Probably just like kickoff, like hitting a wedge. like hitting a wedge in 06, like running full speed and just hitting a wedge or kickoff return. Like you have a guy coming into you and you just like, boom, you get hit and you're like, whoa, okay.
Just don't remember it.
We're awake.
I remember everything. I really do. I remember the ones where I got hit hard. It's just like you just get a little flash of light and then, that's about it. Little flash.
A little flash.
It's like I've taken a picture. You ever like see a
light bulb?
The flash.
And it just stays. Yeah, it just kind of. But it's all good. Just drink a lot of water. It'll be fine.
Electrolytes, water.
That's it.
Electrolytes and water. Buy a lot of cool cars. Because who knows? Might not be able to drive one day. You drive me around? As long as I'm not nude. As long as I'm not naked.
Car without pants on.
Yeah, Nikovich, put your pants on. Okay, Dan. You're Dan, right? Yeah. All right, let's get off this morbid subject, okay? Let's talk about something enlightening and something fun. Like, let's talk about summer. What are we doing? Summer's coming. The weather's changing. Yeah. What do we got? We got a couple things. I got some ideas for the podcast. I think that one of these podcasts, we should just take a day trip. We got to clear it with the wives. We should go out to like Nantucket or something, or like the Vineyard. Actually, one of my buddies owns the Lobster Trap. It's like a cool restaurant. It's out in the Cape. We can go to the Cape too, take the cars out. He's got some cool cars. So we'll do like a car cruise out to the restaurant. We'll have some lobster, talk about cars. We could even go see my buddy Chris, who has a cool shop, and just do something like that. What else? Or we get my buddy Pat from Precision, do a bunch of cool car stuff. I want to take like a little road trip. We get on the ferry with the cars. You bring your freaking McLaren. I'll bring the
Corvette.
I don't know if I'll have it. If we want to do it sooner, I won't have it. But the Buick, I can bring the Buick.
Going on there like a senior citizen discount type thing.
They might help me get on the ferry.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool to be on the ferry with the McLaren.
Yeah, but
the baby blue one.
Would you feel weird like if you pulled on the Corvette and then like two?
You just gotta be careful with the cobblestones. Sir, do you need your cane?
But I think it'd be fun. So let us know what you think we should do for our next adventure. We need some input from the fans that are watching the show.
I think we should go to the barbershop too and get some whiskey.
Ooh, let's do that. Just I don't want this cut. Just let's do. You gotta cut yours. Just shave it right off.
No. It's like every 2 weeks.
You just trim it.
Yeah.
Little trim.
Little trim.
How about we just dye it? Let's make it red.
Little trim and that's it.
I don't know.
No, my wife doesn't like it.
She doesn't like it.
She likes the gray.
She likes the gray. Touch of gray.
Just let it come in.
It's
You look like the dad in Braveheart, the red beard. He gets stabbed in the side. It's the big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crazy one. Yeah. He's like, ah! The nuts one.
Yeah.
That'd be you.
Yeah, you just get that going. So we gotta do another brewery too.
We could do. I would love to do like Heady Topper, go up to Maine, but that's like 3 hours. It's pretty far. Something local. Yeah. You can do something local. There's got to be another local. Yeah, a bunch of local brews. We go to Dan Copen's. He's got a brewery too. Oh, does he? Yeah, it's out in Rhode Island. Yeah. I'll have to hit him up.
We do a Red Sox game.
That's what we need to do. We'll do a Red Sox game.
They're going to be at 25% capacity soon.
They're going up.
Up from 12 to 25.
Every other state is 100, and we're at 25. It sounds great.
Yeah, until the end of August.
Perfect. So people can starve until the end of August. That's great.
You're going to New Orleans for vacation?
Yeah, I don't know the exact date on that. I don't know the exact date on when we're doing that. That's all tentative to making sure that we get everything in order.
You fly?
Yeah, we'll fly.
What if you have to be vaccinated before you fly? What are you going to do then?
Don't you know I'm vaccinated? What are you talking about, Dan?
I'm vaccinated.
You're vaccinated?
Double.
How'd it go?
Dose.
Felt good?
It
wasn't
good?
It
was a little rough.
It was a little rough?
A little rough, the second one. First one was fine. Second one was a little rough.
Got her first. I feel that every elderly person should have theirs before I get my first one. So
everybody's been able to.
Yeah, but they're not all. I want to see everyone vaccinated.
Oh, you're gonna wait for everybody to be vaccinated, and then okay, I'll do it now.
We'll see.
You got players starting to do it.
Players doing it. Yeah, because they don't want to get the up the nose testing every day. No, they don't. If you're vaccinated, you don't get that.
Oh, you don't.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't have to get the it's like an old swab or whatever.
So if you were playing, you would do it then so you have to be swabbed every day?
I don't know, because it's just a Q-tip thing. It's not like a brain scan, you know?
No, but if you test positive on the little Q-tip thing, then you need the brain spray.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because it's not.
I mean, I'm sure if I was in a setting with multiple people like that every day, I'd do it. Yeah.
So you're gonna do it soon then?
I'll probably get it done, yeah.
Just gonna walk into your local Walgreens or CVS, Walmart.
I think I'll just go to the stadium, Gillette. I think they do it there. That's where Paige had it done.
Yeah.
That's when she sat down. The nurse was like, Ninkovich, any relation to the football player? She goes, yeah, that's my husband. She goes, no. Really? Because she probably looked, mask, hat, petite. She probably didn't look of age. She probably looked young, I get that a lot. We'd before this whole mask thing, I'd be walking with my wife and she'd just have a ponytail and a hoodie on. People would be like, weirdo. We're the same age. What's going on here? Look at me like that. We're the same age, okay, people?
I do the same thing. My wife looks a lot younger, and she gets carded every time we go go to a restaurant.
She does look young. She's got a young face. It's a good thing. Good for us.
I haven't been carded since I think
we're gonna be 50, and they'll look like they're in their 30s. It's great. I'll look old and terrible, and she'll be looking good. Once I lose all the hair, I'm just gonna wear a bandana. I'm gonna get a freaking Harley.
I thought you're not gonna lose the hair though. You have the cap.
I like the laser cap. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be good, right?
It's either gonna keep my hair. You're fine. You're gonna be great.
You do it every day?
6 minutes a day, man. Really? You should try it. You'll look like freaking Elvis. It'll just pow.
What radiation is in that?
No, it's low laser therapy. It's safe. FDA approved. FDA approved.
Everything's FDA approved.
Not the vaccine.
It actually technically is FDA approved.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Are you sure?
Use authorization.
Oh, emergency use authorization with no studies behind it.
I couldn't stand for a day.
Yeah, I had back cramps.
I can tell you that those back spasms that I had, I've never been in that much pain. Never.
Really?
Never.
What is this texting me? What's this?
It spasmed so bad that my knee hit my chest. And
Really?
It knocked the wind out of me.
That's not right.
It was bad. But they say it's when you're younger, the side effects are worse. It's when your immune system's good that then the side effects become bad, because your immune system fires off.
Yeah.
So it's a good test. So if you think you got a good immune system,
it's pretty strong. All right, I think it's time.
Yeah.
What time is it? Game time.
Yeah.
You think?
TRX?
Yeah, let's go see that TRX.
Yeah.
Bring the camera. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
All right, let's go check that out, because that's something that I love.
All right.
TRX. Let's think of something and we'll do it next week. It would be really nice to do. Maybe we'll do a brewery next week, something like that. I'll try and set that up. Yeah, it's a crappy day out today. It's misty, Cinco de Mayo. Let's go have a freaking margarita. Let's go. Yeah. I gotta go look at lighting, Bed Bath & Beyond. Maybe get some paint. Maybe do some paint samples. I don't know. It's gonna be exciting. This is wild.
You should have had some margaritas before you go.
I'm gonna just take a
Just
shot
wait
of
till you see the
tequila.
price.
I'm gonna take a shot of tequila, maybe 2.
If your wife's smart, she'll just let you see the stuff and then just say, "Hey, Rob, go in the car for a little bit."
Yeah.
Just go over there, Rob. No, don't worry about it.
We'll see you guys next week. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, all over the place, and we'll see you guys next week.
Mac Jones, baby. Week 1 starter.
Did you know that Mac Jones, Mac is Cam spelled backwards?
Oh, boy. Mac attack. All right, see you guys.